I'm Gennaro Ferrone.
And I'm Rachel Rood. Today, Major League Baseball celebrates Jackie Robinson Day. It's the 66th year since the Brooklyn Dodgers legend became the first black player to play in the major leagues. Henry Caroli has more. So remember, if you're going to mail a letter after August, it might take an extra day to get there. For District Wire News, I'm Rachel Rood. The District of Columbia now joins 38 other states who allow shops like the AM Wine Shop to sell liquor on Sundays. Well, that color is going to take a long time to wash off. For District Wire News, I'm Rachel Rood.
Rachel Rood is live in the studio with more. Rachel?
Walmart is planning to build 6 new stores in the D.C. area, 2 of which will be opening later this year. But the new D.C. Council proposed minimum wage hike for larger retailers is causing Walmart to put up a fight. Construction of a new Walmart store is underway at Georgia and Missouri Ave Northwest. But now the retailer is leading the charge to fight a bill that would require large retailers to raise their minimum wage to $11.75. Behind me is the new Walmart construction of the store that plans to open later this year in Georgia Ave and Missouri Northwest DC. But will it still open if it has to raise the minimum wage of its employees? Walmart has formed a coalition to stop the bill, saying that this bill will stifle economic growth. Residents around the area disagree.
I think that would promote economic growth. If people are making more money, they're going to spend more money. That would be better.
Many around the area think that minimum wage should be raised for large retailers.
So you're paying the workers $8.25. That's very low. That means the workers can't even afford to shop there, which is weird because Walmart and Target, it is the cheapest thing to us customers, but when your workers can't shop there, that's a problem.
DC's minimum wage is currently $8.25, which the current law requires to be $1 more than the federal minimum wage. The retailers that will be affected are those that are larger than 75,000 square feet and those whose parent companies make more than $1 billion a year. While some DC Council members are in support of the bill,
we're looking at the concept of making sure that people who are working in our city earn a decent living.
Others are waiting to see what happens next.
You know, I want to understand some of the complexities that people have raised about doing this. So until that happens, I'm not going to make a final judgment.
Walmart is encouraging people around the area to voice their concerns to the DC Council later this week. For District Wire News, I'm Rachel Rood. Back to you. Expecting a child comes with so many joys, but carrying that child for 9 months comes with a lot of body pain and stress. To relieve those pregnancy aches, many expecting mothers are turning to yoga. Besides being a great way to relieve stress, new studies show that it can also lead to a healthier pregnancy. Christina Brooks has more.
Doing yoga while pregnant can help.
I'm here with Beth Mullen. She is the Executive Director of the Rock Creek Conservancy, a nonprofit organization in Bethesda dedicated to keeping the park in a clean state for everyone to enjoy. Beth, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, I just want to talk about the size of Rock Creek Park because I go running in Adams Morgan and I see my little area, but I understand that it extends into Maryland, and how big is it?
Right, well, Rock Creek is 33 miles long. It goes from Durwood all the way to the Potomac River by the Kennedy Center. And only less than a third of it is in D.C., which is where a lot of people, think of Rock Creek Park, but you can actually hike and be along a park all the way to the north.
Wow. So you can really practice for a marathon.
You can.
Georgetown University is a prestigious place, a quiet place, a place for academics. You can hear the pen scratching in the halls as students prepare for their finals. Outside, the birds are softly chirping their song as students quietly walk down the path. This is what it's like every day except one day. Except for Holy Day.
just in every body orifice possible. He got it in my mouth, in my ears, in my nose. So I'm gonna get him back with some water.
The day is called Holy Day, and every spring the day is spent outdoors playing with paint, water, and eating great food.
It's delicious. It actually is. Like, I wish I had a little water because it's a little spicy.
There's mango juice. It's just good, is what I would say, if I would have to describe how it tastes.
This event was put on by the Hindu Student Association, but people of all faiths came to celebrate the day.
I'm actually with the Catholic Daughters.
My own religion is Islam. I'm a Muslim.
So I'm actually Muslim, but some of my best friends are Hindu, and so we like to support each other's events.
Whatever the reason, it's clear that Holy Day brings fun, food, and a lot of cleanup.
Well, that color is going to take a long time to wash off. For District Wire News, I'm Rachel Rood.
Frustrated.
Progress.
Strange. Alienation.
No one ever tells you the hardest part about war and going to war is coming home.
I was stationed on Cobb Spiker in Tikrit.
The U.S. Embassy in Baghdad.
Balad to Camp Anaconda.
I was on a big base in eastern Afghanistan.
I guess while I was overseas, I was like, I can't wait to be home. It's going to be so exciting. And then I swear to God, within like 2 days, I was like, I want to go back.
When I sat next to some of my fellow students in class, I felt disconnected from them. I have all this other stuff going on in my life.
I mean, I'm going to university with kids that are, in some cases, 7 years my junior.
How do you go from walking around Iraq with a dad like giving you his kids, begging for shoes, and they're naked, and then I am like with a bunch of bratty kids, like teenagers, who complain about everything because they don't have a new iPhone or something. Like, give me a break.
It's just kind of going through the questions that civilians will always give you when they find out you're in the military. Like, one of the first ones they get, have you ever killed somebody?
So, did you kill anyone?
That seems to be like everybody's just pent-up fascination. Have you killed somebody?
You also get people who say, oh yeah, I was thinking about joining the military once. You know, like, that's supposed to mean something. I was like, oh, well, okay, well, we're like brothers then.
But, you know, after adjusting and, you know, warming up to my classmates, everyone was super supportive and welcoming and were curious about my story, and, you know, I learned to lighten up from them.
I would hang out with the veterans when I needed to hang out with them. I would hang out with some of my sisters when I needed to hang out with them. And I think eventually I started just piecing together a support network again.
I don't know that anybody's treating me with, like, you know, kid gloves, but at the same time, I wouldn't know if somebody was treating me with kid gloves. So, again, it's just one of those wait and sees. I feel like I'm a relatively normal human being, so I see no reason why I should have to require these things, but, you know, I'm just one man. I can't change society.
And that's a wrap for our special sports edition of District Wire News. I'm Gennaro Ferrone.
And I'm Rachel Rood. Thanks for watching.